Hi guys, Shirley here. Today my dam. A couple of little baby ducks in the middle there. Now I'm going to be using Canson cold pressed paper. It's 200 GSM, so it's not very thick. Applying blue paint, general blue there. It'll be hidden. I've included in this video the final painting so you can see where we're heading. Otherwise it's going to look a little bit lost and you won't know what we're doing until the very end. So I thought this might help. And so I've added, I'm on dry paper, but I've got a very wet brush, so I'm just adding the colours. And I've listed the colours below, but I've no point in going into them because I don't just dab my brush into one colour. I usually choose a few at any one time. Very wide brush, and the pans are only small. Anyway, this is a voiceover, and I'll transfer to my live commentary. As it turns out, the colour of my dam is this colour. There's tiny bits of blue. It's from the sky. Run through some horizontal lines. Down the back here I've got lots of trees, so I'll just run that vertical. Further back they go, the more pale, and then as they dry off, by the way, I should just run a horizontal through those. Scrub. I can't always describe what I'm doing, so that's why it's probably better if you just watch. Make your own opinion as to whether it's successful or not. Sometimes a big brush like that turns out to be the skinniest one you've got. Dark areas there. You're going to just run your fingers through those. As they dry, you'll find there's different ways of making marks for your bushland at the back. And front of the dam here, I just want to make that darker. Back of the dam, let's face it, front of the wall. And the shadows coming in, going down. Where are also the shadows? They're on this side. Yep. All right, getting there. Now, what to lift off? This is the fun part. Got some old cardboard cards that I have lying around. See if I can make a nice, you can use a credit card for this, it's probably better, but I just don't happen to have one right now here. I want to see if I can make some marks. Yes. Okay, background ones can go nice. The beauty of using a card is people can't see the brush marks. There are no brush marks. So suddenly it looks very mysterious as to how you made those marks. Okay. Let's go back to some greenery. Make a nice pretty green. attach that in at the back here. Then change colour, a bit more yellow. For Australian bushes, I like to add a bit of warmy browny red colour to them. Trees. Okay. Now I'm just going to try and find another brush that suits. Just got an old oil brush. Something fairly solid so I can get some nice dark. These trees were affected by fire not too long ago, or 10 years ago or so. So yeah, got some black. The ones that don't lose their barks are called turpentine trees, and they stay black after a fire. So just knock that in behind there. That defines the top of the grass there. As I'm making it darker and darker, I shall come back with a scratch out, possibly using that again, the card, which I didn't fold very well, but doesn't matter. Take it right at the top. Don't want an edge on this. Okay, is that looking a bit tree-like at the back? Sometimes there's smaller bushes. All right. Once again, then I'll put some more greenery in here. There, just like that. The foreground has to be much darker in my book. Greens and browns. Yeah, nice. A nice sort of dark reddy green is my preference. Put something there to just balance it up. Right. I will pick up anything to make a mark, to scratch out. This is my favourite way of handling watercolours. And I do this with oil, I do it with all my painting actually. Now the one thing I can't scratch out here is the water area in the middle because it's actually not thick enough. So I'll have to come in with some white. And the white is the designer's gouache. I use Winsor & Newton. Try and keep the lid on all the time so it's always wet, ready to go. And I'll just grab my brush, favourite brush. Once again, out of reach. If I turn around and look out there, I'll see what I've got. I've got kind of like about that level. Around the back edge. To define where the water's edge is on the pond. Look at this side. Okay, anything down the back? Yes, I can see some sunlight coming down there. So I'm going to sprinkle some white onto that yellow. Just a little bit. The sunlight sometimes comes in like that, in a diagonal, because it's coming through. It's coming through holes in the treetops. It comes down and highlights that, highlights that, highlights that, highlights everything behind it, so you get the horizontal look. And to tell you the truth, there's some beautiful lights, grasses down here that, now that the sun's shining on them, are being lit up. And I'll mix a touch of green in with my white there. Cheating a little bit. Okay. Right, that's a quick sketch of my backyard pond. And of course, my dad always told me I had to sign everything, so I do. So, there we go. That's the painting. I hope you liked it. I'll catch you in the next one.